Very good evening, friends. Meeting again in the session of fourth year's Materia Medica. And yesterday we have finished a very small remedy, Vinca minor. Today we're going to learn one more small remedy from the fourth year syllabus, and that is Variolinum. Variolinum and smallpox has a very close relationship because it is a noseword prepared from the pus of the smallpox pustule, or it is a limb from the smallpox pustule, and collected and prepared this remedy. And it has close relationship between smallpox and the variolinum. It has prevented many cases of smallpox when given in potentized form as a preventive remedy that has been recorded over there. Smallpox was eradicated in 1977 and thereafter we don't have a case, positive case for smallpox. So what is the role of variolinum? That the question was there in my mind when I was learning. But when I read the remedy, I have read it from different sources, I have used it with two important features. For the first time when I used it, it is for the very severe backache. It was excruciating backache, along with some rheumatic features like pain in the wrist, then pain in the back radiating towards the abdomen. Then it was associated with uh, smallpox, herpes simplex like eruptions around the mouth. But the modality was not of a rus. Even the rus tongue was not there. So I was in doubt whether to go for Rustox or anything else, and I have just read at that time regarding the Variolinum, and it was expressed or explained for the same reason. So I have considered, let us why not to start or why not to give the Variolinum, and that was the first time I have used Variolinum 1M, and I have given Variolinum 1M 3 doses on day one. Then I have examined patient next day and patient was much better. I have waited for a day and another 3 doses after that I have given to the patient. And very severe excruciating backache was relieved very fast, and not only that vanished, the eruptions which are happened around the mouth in the form of herpes simplex, that has also disappeared with that. It was wonderful to consider this remedy for very excruciating backache, which was not responding to your remedies like Rustox, Ruta, or like even Kalika. And if it is not getting settled, this remedy works acutely in such types of cases. For second thing which I used to use, generally first preference in herpes zoster is always the Rustox for me. Generally, it never fails. But there was one case which was not responding to the Rustox, and there I thought that why not to think about this remedy. It was mentioned very specifically for the shingles. Even Murphy has said that the second remedy of choice, specifically in the herpes zoster, is always a variolinum. So in that case where there was no response for the Rustox for 2 3 days and patient was in agony with neuralgia, with pains, and eruptions were little bit strong, they are pustular in nature, and so I have considered giving variolinum, and here I have given variolinum 203 doses and asked the patient to meet me after 48 hours. And after 48 hours, the patient was in a happy state. The pain has stopped completely. The eruption started completely becoming dried up. And it was within span of 48 hours, it worked. And then I have seen that there was no need to repeat the doses of the variolinum in that case. And it has completely recovered within span of half an hour, in a week. So this is the second time for which I have used variolinum in early in my practice, and thereafter I have used this remedy for such types of cases. So these are two occasions where I have used. Third, in malignant pustular acnes, where the eruptions, they are very, very pustular with a yellowish pus coming out of the acne, and which was not responding properly to the calcareous sulf or even to the silicia or even to the common remedies which we used to use depending upon the patient's case, and where we never get the result. The third important thing for which I have used it in malignant pustules or pustular acne, this remedy works beautifully. So this is my aspect of looking towards the Variolinum, and let us open your Boric's Materia Medica first. Let us read the Variolinum. Variolinum is the lymph from smallpox pustule. Used for internal vaccination, seems to be efficacious in protecting against, modifying and aiding the cure of smallpox. Head, there is morbid fear of smallpox, deafness, pain in occiput, inflamed eyelids. Respiratory, yes, there are some symptoms which are mentioned: oppressed breathing, the throat feels closed, cough with thick, viscid, bloody mucus, feeling of a lump on the right side of the throat. So these are the features which are closely related with the smallpox itself. There is a cough, cold, with fever, with headache, all those features, common features which are there, which where characteristic is not mentioned. Extremities and back, the excruciating backache, aching in legs, tired all over, restlessness, wrist pains. Wrist pains here, it is close to the actis piccata. That is one remedy which is very close to it. Pain shifts from back to abdomen. Underline this feature. The pain starts on back and it goes in the anterior region towards the abdomen. This is the important feature of this remedy. And my suggestion to all of you, if very severe acute backache is there and not responding to any remedy, think of Variolinum. Fever, hot fever with intense radiating heat, profuse bad smelling sweat. Skin is hot, dry, eruptions of pustules and shingles. Shingles means herpes zoster. Even the eruptions of herpes simplex, the vesicular eruptions which you used to get over there in this specific remedy. Then he has given the relationship, he has mentioned the vaccinium, then melandrinum. The melandrinum already we have discussed a month back with a remedy for prophylactic remedy for smallpox as well as ill effects of vaccination, chronic eczema following the vaccination, that is the melandrinum. Then that we have learned. Boric acid 6 to 30th potency, but this remedy is work useful right from 6 to even high potency up to 10 m. Just open your Allen's keynotes. It has been in short. Allen also have mentioned about few features about it. So Variolinum pus from smallpox pustule or nosode, only fragmentary provings, bears the same relation to smallpox that antitoxin does to the diphtheria. An extended clinical record by competent and reliable observers attest its curative value in variola. That is, variola is nothing but a smallpox. Simple, confluent, and malignant, as well as variolide and varicella. It has done splendid work in all potencies from 6 to the cm. So, all potencies which are used for that. As a preventive or protection against smallpox, it is far superior to the crude vaccination and absolutely safe from sequelae, especially septic and tubercular infection. The efficacy of potency is stumbling block to the materialist, but is it more difficult to comprehend than the infectious nature of variola, measles, or pertussis? Those who have not used it, like those who have not experimentally tested the law of similars, are not competent witnesses. Put it into the test and publish the failures to the world. See the sentence which he has used. Put it to the test and publish the failures to the world. So author is so confident about prescribing variolinum to prevent the smallpox, and he has used it ample times. That is the confidence of using the variolinum in order to prevent the smallpox. So this is a wonderful remedy, but very useful. Specifically, what I have told is excruciating backache, where the pains associated with rest pains goes in forward direction from back to the abdomen. Then second important, it is very good remedy for shingles, herpes zoster, herpes simplex, and third, respiratory features where you cannot miss the remedy. So these are the very important features of Variolinum which we have discussed in today's session. Tomorrow we'll meet with another remedy from the 4th year syllabus. So that's all for today. Thank you being there. We'll meet tomorrow again. Good night.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir. Have a good night.
Good night.